The sanctified side-eye said he lost what he had. The same God-fearing brother that you church folks bad. He said you don't have dirt on me, couldn't let me in. But that was keeping me from exposing all the mess y'all in.
What's up? Pastor JT back in the building, man. We on the corner once again. Another exclusive interview. This time we got another dope MC, y'all. He hails from Julyyx, Queens, New York, man. Listen, this is the son of one of my partners. He's been on the show as well, Brother Koray Drumz, man. So we're gonna introduce to you.
Devil got me thinking it won't be alright. Praying for tomorrow that I see some light. You'll never understand. Just have faith and put it all in God's hands. So hold on, and keep giving them glory. Hold on.
Lord, I pray you get the glory. Yeah, that's why I do it. Took me a little time, but I guess you always knew it, that I would come back. Prodigal son, now I'm on this journey for souls. Until that battle's won, will I win every soul? Nah, but I die trying, cause I'm sick of my community suffering and mama's crying. I can do all things through Christ, which strengthens me. So there's nothing that my God can't change, including me. Yo, I live by his word and nothing else, cause his word is so sufficient, it can stand on by itself. See, the truth will set you free, true indeed, cause I'm walking through the valley with the Lord as my lead. Gave me a mission to reach the youth, so I pray I will succeed. And so far my prayers been answered, cause I got the tools I need. So I'ma keep on pushing, let him edit my story. In the end it's about the Christ, I want Jesus to get the glory.
In my sleep some nights, devil got me thinking it won't be alright. Praying for tomorrow that I see some light. You'll never understand, just have faith and put it all in God's hands. So hold on, and keep giving them glory. Hold on, and keep giving them glory.
What's up? Pastor JT back in the building, man. We on the corner once again. Another exclusive interview. This time we got another dope MC, y'all. He hails from Julyyx, Queens, New York, man. Listen, this is the son of one of my partners. He's been on the show as well, Brother Koray Drumz, man. So we're gonna introduce to you Jayy Gawd. Jayy Gawd is in the building. What's happening?
Appreciate that, fam love. Pleasure to be here. We talked about being here a minute now, so it's good that we finally got this here.
Finally got it going on, man. Schedules conflict and all kind of other crazy stuff. But nevertheless, he in the building. What's happening?
Yes, sir. Man, a lot's happening, man. I just dropped my album as you know, God's Gift last, I believe 2 months ago, July 24th. I released it. Numbers is doing great, you know what I mean? So people are resonating with it, so I'm happy with that. I just been working.
Since you mentioned that, man, we might as well go ahead and we're gonna look at a little bit of it, man. Give them a taste of what they need to check out, man. How about it?
Most definitely, appreciate it.
Different levels in different lanes, so no, we ain't the same. And I can show better than say. Sit back, I demonstrate. Everybody gonna show love. Somebody roll up, somebody pull up. Get balls for the punk ups. Yeah, heard you been stressing all week. Tonight let's go stress free. So come, baby, they show weak. And come put the rest on me. Penny records all I need for me to get bent OD. Good vibes for all the team. Live life like all the dreams. Just rather be honest, I can't keep it silent, cause they rather talk when it's cheap. Don't bother when haters come holler, cause I keep my focus on paper and dreams. Me and my niggas, we slide. Me and my niggas, we ride. I got the key to the lock. Stay with my pot on the top of the rock. Just rather be honest, I can't keep it silent, cause they rather talk when it's cheap. Don't bother when haters gon' holler, cause I keep my focus on paper and dreams. Me and my niggas, we slide, me and my niggas, we ride. I got the key to the life, stay on my pride on the top of the ride.
Hell yeah, you know I need plenty. Cool. Drop with the top foot heavy. Slide. Pull up in that, oh my god. I ain't gonna stop till I own that block. Talk my shit, nigga, don't get popped. Spark my own flame. Driving in the coupe all white like cocaine. I don't let the new get confused with old ways. I'm riding now. I don't mind the class. Ain't no pain, no gain. That I ain't dying now. Alcohol I drink.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, he got something. He got something.
Very first video.
Yeah, man. Y'all better tap in with Jayy Gawd.
And the funny story, I got a quick funny story about that video.
Go ahead, man.
We shot that video probably like 2018. That was right before I went to college, right? And I'm driving. That was in 2018, bro, for real. But I shot that, and I was actually picking up my one of my ex-girlfriends work or something like that. So I showed up to the event late. You know what I mean? But we just ended up just doing it in the spur of the moment, just capturing whatever we could get at the moment, and it became the We Ride Along video. You know what I mean? So
that's dope.
It was just fun. It was just fun. But it was nothing orchestrated or nothing. It was just us having fun, like how the song is.
And that's how you get some of your best moments, man. Captured it when you don't plan it. It'd be spontaneous, spur of the moment. Really, just that just shows the gift, man. It just shows the gift, man.
I showed up so late to that video. We almost didn't shoot the video shoot because I almost missed it. So thankfully we showed up. We had the footage because we paid for it already and everything. So I had to make sure I got that done. That was priority. But I was using the ex-girlfriend's car and stuff like that. So it was like a lot of content. It was funny because, you know what I mean, through all that, it still has its own longevity. Because, you know, I released it now and it has its own freshness still. It just you know what I mean, just never give up on anything. Even if it's last minute, you know what I mean, just do it. You know what I mean? So that's really what the story, the moral of that story is. Just do that.
Man, that's what's up, man. We chopping it up with our special guest, Jayy Gawd. Go ahead and hit the like buttons. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. If you're listening to the audio, man, please follow, drop comments, and all that good stuff. Man, bro, I want you to explain. I checked it out on your YouTube channel, and it got a little description on there. How would you explain your rap style?
Okay, so to explain it, I have to explain my upbringing in music.
Cool.
So let's start off with, I guess, me first. My introduction to music, I started off as an R&B artist. I started off singing at the age of 6 years old.
Gotcha.
I had a high-pitched voice. I wrote my own music, of course. That's what I pride myself on. But I wrote R&B music.
Wow.
My sister, everybody who doesn't know, Jadaya Koray, she is also a beautiful singer as well. Little hiatus on the music side right now, but she is musically inclined. I wrote music for her as well at early ages. So as you can see, the R&B started very early as far as the rhythm and things like that goes. So I've always implemented that within my music somehow, some way, some shape or form. Now, fast forwarding, let's say, to my adolescence, turning to 13 years old, my pen game became more of a battle rapper, I want to say, because that's what I grew up around. My pops right here, if y'all know Corey Drumz, y'all can check him up on anywhere on internet, and you're gonna find one of his diss tracks. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna find it as a hot record, but it was a diss track. Yeah. So, you know what I mean? And it wasn't like he was just picking on people, just people, you know what I mean, thought they had the game, and that's just how rap is. But so like I said, I had an aggressive approach with the rap as well. Then I started listening to people like J. Cole. So it implemented a realism. You know what I mean? So I come with the hardcore, I come with the R&B, I come with all of it. you know. So I just say I am music. Yeah, the music is my language. That's the tongue that I speak. So
That's what's up.
it's more than just a type. It's just my communication.
Good deal.
Sometimes I
Good
might say
deal,
it a
man.
different way than other ways.
Okay. Okay. Well, how was it? How would you explain? You know, we sitting there looking at the infamous Corey Drumz. How was it growing up being the child of such an MC?
It was fun. Growing up, listen, this just I as early as I can remember. Um, like 4 years old in Texas, here and there making beats, on a computer, recording in the house. It's just like I was born in it, so it's like it's just a a nostalgic feeling at the same time because it's a memory I have at an early age. One of my earliest memories is this sonics, you know. So
Right.
listening
Right.
to the and being in the laboratory and all of that. I mean, I'm sure I have stories before I was even born. I'm in the womb,
Right.
bumping to the music. You know, this is something that it molded who I am. So growing up into it, it made me want to be better at it. It made me want to be better at it because the expectations were so high for myself. Just
Right.
because it was
Right.
just there, I had the edge. It being there for me right there. You know, people start at 20. Some people start at 13. I started literally as soon as I could speak. I started speaking music. Like
Wow. Give us a typical day at the Banks household, man.
typical day is just work, man. Constant work. We strive on you getting in what you put into it, man. So all day it's just ways that we could work and work better. Not I mean work for nothing. Um, just innovating different ways, having fun and creating and having our own control of our own things and being in like I said, being in control of your own things, the motions that you do. So you got to make sure that all aspects of whatever you doing is all right. You know what I mean, just like the household of a family, everything got to be taken care of. So that's how we treat the business. It's the house. So I live every day in the business. I mean, it can get repetitive, but I love it. You know what I mean? That's what it is. I mean, I'm not doing nothing I don't love. So that's what I'm
Right.
speaking on.
Right, and that definitely makes it easier doing something that you love doing, man. And your style, your demeanor, even your knowledge and wisdom is like light years ahead of what we're used to listening to from somebody your age, man. Can you give us your thought on the temperature of hip hop and where guys are uh at your age, your peers around your age level, where they are and what's keeping you from jumping in that mainstream ship with them and you separating yourself? How do you maintain that separation?
I think it's the mentality outside of the sport of music. Um, because people live in a different have a different aspect on everything, so they're gonna approach things differently. Um, Me, the way I think I stay out of it is just uh, I stay. I guess I try as hard as I can to stay true to my convictions. But we all got our own faults. You know, we're all guilty of our own um doubts and our own troubles. But I try to literally just be the best I can. Like I do a lot of research all day. Um, I do tons of research. That's pretty much all I'm doing. And just to get my brain more fastened for what what this is, you know. So I guess in the shorter terms, in layman's terms, the way I could put it is just like I really just try to be myself. I
Right,
don't try to be the person that they want me to be or try to be somebody's standards or I try to be I not even try I be myself to the fullest. I don't care about what the standards are. Like
right,
that's it's not my standards. I don't have to look this way to be this person. I don't have to act this way to be this person. I am who I am. You're gonna take it how it is.
Okay. For the people that don't know, I'm sorry, I know your age, and if you don't mind telling what age bracket do you fall in?
I was born 1999. I'm 24 years old. Uh, Turned 25 February 16th. You know, every birthday I do something special. So my solar rise next year, I just know something special happening. But yeah, if y'all don't know, February 16th, 1999, I spiraled into this universe.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. And so I wanted the audience to understand where I was headed with it. Somebody that young and then and not falling into the mainstream of the drill music and all of the other mainstream type music that is being put out over the airwaves, man. So I salute to you for being true to hip hop, man.
I appreciate that, man. That's what it's. I'm another funny story, man. Like I did not like old school hip hop growing up as a kid. Don't throw stones at me. Don't throw tomatoes. I'm sorry, but I didn't. I didn't. I really didn't appreciate the value when I was at my younger ages. It was like, and then when I say my younger ages, this is like when Drake first came. You know, Best I
Gotcha.
Ever Had came out. Like I'm Lil Wayne still buzzing.
Right.
You know, so it's before the drill really happened, but it was an age where the dynamic of the music changed. You know how hip hop does; it changes like every
Right.
5 years. So it changed, and where it was for me, it was like the instrumentals of what was going on before the flow. It was all so simplistic. I couldn't really dive into it and
Right.
appreciate it for the. All I saw was it was barbecue music. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, but as I grew in my depth of music, I'm gonna tell you who really got me into it. It was Mobb Deep. Mobb Deep is my first like deep listen into seasoned hip hop. That's what I'm gonna call it. Real seasoned
Okay.
hip hop. You love good seasoned food, so I'm gonna call it seasoned hip hop. So at that standard, it was like, nah, this shit is ill. I mean, excuse my language, but it was extremely like hardcore. Like
Yeah.
Prodigy, his attack on the beats, Havoc, his instrumentals was insane. The way that
Yeah.
he was writing for Prodigy at the first early ages, like it's just I started to appreciate all the other things. Now, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of places I won't go into in those eras either.
Right.
Um,
Right.
but just like any era of hip hop, though, you know. So I listen to the drill music. I listen but to a certain extent, because I know what the energy is giving. So I'm not gonna sit
Right.
there and listen to this all day. And now this is the frequency that it's keeping me at. Like, nah, that's not how it goes. But
Right.
uh, it's
That's
just music
very
is always changing.
That's very interesting because you said your age, and then I'm thinking about what all was out back then. You had the No Limit, and the Cash Money was really hitting the radio heavy back
They
then.
was
So
killing it.
they was killing it in '99 all the way to the late 2000s. So it was more so a lot of that, and then Drake hit the scene,
A-rap
and then
music.
right, right. So it was a lot of different kind of flavors that you could have gravitated to, but you still had. I mean, there's really no lane where we can just put a J God in because, like you said, you're true to yourself.
Yeah, and I think it started off with me just starting off with R&B and not becoming an R&B artist.
Right,
Uh, because I have like I have the talent to sing. I just can't. I'm not a singer. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a singer, but I can. You know, Drake can sing. I
right,
sing better than Drake if you ask me. But like I could sing, so I can imagine my voice and imagine a certain type of flow in a different way. People get caught in a box or try to make, like I said, replicate somebody else's talk about make yourself sound like this or
right.
like be you, man. I don't
Be
care
you, be
what it
you.
is. That's the
Right,
only person that they can appreciate. I mean, there's good if you're gonna be like Lil Uzi Vert, there's already him. So now you gotta try to act. You gotta be better than Lil Uzi, like that.
right,
I'm not trying to fight a comparison. You know what I
right.
mean? If you're gonna compare somebody to me, I didn't do that, y'all. I mean,
Right, right. And see, and that's the beauty of it, man. When I'm saying that you staying true to hip hop, what I'm actually saying is that you're staying true to creativity, and then
Right.
you're bringing and molding your own art and giving us your aspect of your art, and so that's what I appreciate about your music, man. So salute to you,
That's
man.
love, bro.
Continue to keep doing a great job, man. Tell us about the ATM.
Oh man, there's a lot of things I can say about the ATM. We started the ATM in February, no, actually January 21st. ATM Radio on Station Head. It's a streaming. That was this year, 2023. It's a streaming platform service. Now, we started off finagling with the other radio stations and listening to them, and diving in and getting in with the community and things like that. So um just looking at the numbers wise, I'm a numbers man. I look at my numbers all the time, and I because this is a business, so I try to
Right,
dive into that, make sure that it is as efficient as it could possibly be. So I'm looking at it, seeing where my stats is coming from. I'm like, something's not really pushing the way I needed to go. So what I did, me and my father, we got together. We had this epiphany, and just at a walk at the store, just like, let's do this. We did it,
right,
and we just did it at the spur of the moment. We was like, all right, so now we got it going. We already had the device running. It was just me and him going at first. It was like 2 days. It was just me and him. But we were getting, I guess, notification to other people that we got a radio station going. What we do. Um, I'm gonna just explain what the ATM does. We artists talk, teaching money. That comes cha-ching. You get the ATM. You know what I mean? We coin that. Um, but it's really about artists being able to being knowledgeable and being able to collect all of the funds from the music, and realizing that the music isn't just an entertainment business. It is business. That's the key word
right,
within the entertainment business, the business side of it. So to know the business is to know to know the money side. It's easy to sit there and record music all day, make a song. That's the easy part. Sitting there waiting for a hit. Like
right,
that's never gonna happen. I promise. It doesn't work like that. Algorithm, numbers. It's just if you know the lingo, it just doesn't work like that. You gotta
right,
actually work and put it in a direction for it to go that way. Um, but we just help people grow, fan base from all over the world. I can name out countries right now: Italy, Argentina, Peru, all over the U.S. I mean, all 50 states, damn near. We got all Africa, Nigeria, Zimbabwe. We have Europe, France. We got places. We got places that are I've never been at before, but people are listening to me, are actually fans of my music. People are interested and will actually support what I buy, because I think that's something that's really um, important too. That when you have somebody who supports, they're not giving you that dry support. You know, I
right,
could I could tell myself, I say this all the time, I could tell myself I'm good, or I do tell myself I'm the greatest. So to tell me I'm gonna be great, or it's dry in a way, and it's
right,
cool. I'm not gonna not take that, but what I'm gonna say is, if that's your way of saying, oh, I supported you, that's not supporting. Supporting me is actually actively putting my music in the playlist and having people listen to me, going and buying something from me just because. I don't care if you can't show up. You just, you know what? Yeah, I support you. That's it. That's support. That's love. That's real. And not everybody's like that. I mean, you can't be mad at the people who's not, but you got to be able to filter out those people. The ATM is a base where people are going to support you, really,
that's right,
honestly, and truly going to support you. You drop something over there, I'm gonna buy it. I promise. I'm gonna buy it. So is he. You got two purchases here already. We bought multiple. So I mean, you put that together, and we got over 70 people in there. At a constant basis, I would say we have around 60, 58. But like I said, the way the crowd streaming works, we're all streaming together. So it's relative to your streaming platform. It's based on either Apple Music or Spotify. That's it. Those are the only two platforms that they allow there on the Station Head app. We do encourage that they, we send in notifications asking to put in more, but that takes time. So right now it's only Spotify and Apple Music. But we, like I said, we have roughly 58 to 60 users. Let's work with the number 60. Uh, those plays from each user that are connected to a streaming platform are getting generated to your relative listening outlet. So if
Right.
you're listening to Spotify, you're getting one play on Spotify. If you listen to Apple Music, you're getting a for each user. So that's 60 plays distributed to your relative streaming platform. So that's 60 cents because we work on Apple Music priority. I want to say we do have Spotify accounts. We do, and the way it works, we have membership system, but we have Spotify accounts, and we know Spotify pays less than a penny for
Right.
stream outlet. So if we can equate, say, 10 accounts as Spotify accounts, I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. So let's say 15. You cut that in half, that's 7.5 cents. 7.5 cents to the other, I said there was 60 of them, so 45 cents. So now that's gonna equate to 50, let's say 50 cents per stream. I would say every single time I play your song, you make 50 cents. And that's how I think. That's how I think. I break it down that way. All the numbers that I just went through, that's how it has to make sense to me. And I recommend people, like, if anybody coming at you with any deals or any this is how you got to come. You got to think about it in a logistics way. You can't just
Right.
think about it and be sold by the dream.
Real quick. Another
Right.
thing that we do different at the ATM
Yeah, you might have to.
is we focus. Now I'm good.
You can hear that?
On the algorithm
Yes, sir.
and how they work. So instead of sitting in the station and playing a bunch of independent artists who are a bunch of unknowns with no traction, they're not in algorithms. We mix them in with major mainstream artists that are hot. The Nas's album came out. I played that album the first day. We streamed the whole album and we streamed the music with everybody else. Killer Mike's album came out. Did the same thing. We played independent artists with Benny the Butcher. We played independent artists. P Diddy's album just came out last week. I played it the first day.
That way your music gets. That way your music and your similar artists, you gain fans from similar artists that are music that you may actually listen to, not just because. I don't get me wrong. If you keep listening, if you only listen to songs that you don't know, it gets your brain like it's tiring. You need something refreshing. So we throw in things like that to help you get added into playlists and things like that. And don't get it wrong. The ATM isn't a place where you only want to focus on that. It's something that's going to enhance your ability to other platforms and other communities. It's a real tool. But I do recommend that you come check it out if you haven't. We have a bunch of different artists in there that are amazing and dope, constantly dropping. Like we said, we play real music. It's a real radio station. You can just listen to it all day long, 24/7. Hosted by yours truly, Corey Drumz Jayy Gawd.
That really help trip the algorithms and things like that. And the artists that deal with us, they actually see those increases. They want to see an increase, a dramatic increase in their monthly listeners, things like that. So you're not getting the same people listening to you every day. It's not if you're not listening to your music on Station Head, you're not getting streams. We want to make sure that artists know that.
Yeah, this is not a.
It's a way for you to automate your catalog, so that now you have real listeners out there. Whereas, say you don't want to log on to Station Head tomorrow, you still get the streams that you need from real fans that are playing you that ain't even on station because they have many different playlists.
And let's get real. Let's be real. This is I want you to know we're 100% active. This is not a stream team. We're not doing this for the streams. We're doing this so that artists make money, artists get motion, and artists really artists get the traction that they deserve. As an independent, you don't need to be validated by Hot 97 for you to become the one to make it. You know what I'm saying? Right. So this is what the ATM is really for you to come and be embraced by a community that's willing to embrace you.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. So, seeing y'all are in a great partnership, great team. How is it working the family business?
How is it working? It honestly, I want to say this proudly that it revived my record label. It revived my record label from the dead, like literally. Um, it was when I say stat line was flatline, man. Like I was inactive the entire 2022. Only one who was motion on his music was Corey Drums here, my pops.
Right,
He was the only one. He was the one for 5 years, keeping it alive and strong. It didn't start with me. I mean, if anybody wanted the introduction to that, we there's videos out there. But it started off with July and him, who went by CJ Banks at the time. But for 5 years, we're on our eighth year now for the ATM. I mean, not the ATM for the label, or for the brand, shall I say?
right,
We and for really 7 of those years, it didn't get the growth or the treatment that it deserved. It was only one person working. It was a one man army, So it was really tough doing that alone and having it at, just at the brink of life for that long, you know.
right,
So when we started the station, um, we became a hub for a community rather than just me having to always have to reach out certain communities. Now I have both. I can go show my face in other places, and I can be the face at my own place.
right,
Um, so it gives me the diversity. It gave me a lot of traction, a lot of new people. Like if we had the same amount of people we had from the beginning, I mean we'd be over 100 right now, over $1 per spin. Mark
yeah,
my words, we're gonna be there real soon though. So y'all stay on the look. Y'all
absolutely,
mean y'all might as well
absolutely,
just pull up now. Y'all might as well just come now. But to get back on track, um, we we really got a real good, more than just a spark with the ATM. It was a
Blame.
explosion. It was an
yeah,
explosion, yo.
We,
Like
we figured out a formula. We stuck to our formula. We jumped in it, not just blindly. Like you said, we paid attention to stat lines and things like that, and we saw where the improvements were needed,
and I
and
want to
we
say
implemented
this,
those
not
improvements.
to cut you off. I want to say this too. It's more than just like I said. It's real support. I got NFTs that sold that I wouldn't have sold not one last year if I would have just did it before the ATM. It gave me notoriety. People started knowing me for things. People started more than just the music side. I'm I became
Personality.
more of a, yeah, my own, I guess, personality outside of the
yeah.
music. Um, Gave me something to follow.
That's dope, man. And see what I was trying to get the audience to see, as the father son tandem. We really don't see that as in our culture, in our community. Blacks working together, especially family. You hear the cliche of don't do business with friends or family. So it's very encouraging to see that it can work. That y'all still gelling and it's still growing and still just able to connect and do other things outside and bring each other's network into your own business. So that's awesome right there, man. That's awesome.
Takes a lot of discipline, man. It takes a lot. I mean, and that's for any partnership at all. People are gonna feel like um people are gonna feel like they being uh less, or somebody always wants to be the spotlight, shall I say.
Right,
Somebody always wants to be, he uses the car analogy. It's the perfect example. Somebody always wants to be the driver but don't know how to drive.
right,
Sometimes it takes a lot of experience and a lot of things you got to go through before you can just go, oh, I want to be the captain of the ship.
right,
And until you get those credentials, you could never be the captain. You could play captain all you want, you know what I mean, but that's all you're doing. So it takes a lot of discipline to sit there and just be like, okay, I got things I got to learn. And that's one thing I pride myself on. I can't know it all yet. I'm only 24, and I just delve into this at a very, I want to say, early time, because the way I look at things, you know what I mean? I wasn't 10 years ago, I was 14. So let's put it in
Right.
retrospect. I'm not that old. So I'm just getting it. I have a lot more to learn. So to be willing to know that, that's how you grow. Don't be the one that
Mhm.
thinks they know it all. Like
Right.
it gotta be. I'm the one who knows best. I know more than you. Ah, you don't. Just humble yourself. And that's the only
Right.
time I use the word humble, because humble, I don't really use that word. But you gotta really sit down and just be like, okay, I gotta listen to my elders. I gotta listen to my grandmasters, the ones that are really there to give you game.
Right.
Those are I feel like those are really the elders, man. They're super underappreciated. Super, like, don't call him old Tom. Don't call him, nah. That's your elder, man. That man got
Right.
a lot of knowledge, a lot of it.
Yeah. Man,
You gonna
somebody
need
called me. I
that,
was going to the store earlier and they opened the door for me. Come on, old school. I'm like, man, come on, man. I still outrun you, bro.
man. Come on, that's what I'm trying to say. You know what they did in old school? They
Right,
whooping.
right, right,
Man, I don't gotta use it, but you know it.
right,
Know what I
right.
mean? And it's a lot of um if I could put it in a simple way, it's a lot of confidence in the knowledge from back then. Right now, people, like I said, because they think they know it all, they're not confident in what they're talking about. They can't back none of their stuff up. You know what I mean? Especially without the experience, how you gonna back any of that up?
Right, right. And then
I
they
listen to
depend on the
experience.
power of Google.
Man, Google is a superhuman, a
Right,
superpower. I'm telling you, but it'll really mess your mind up if you don't really just become a student to the knowledge.
right. Man, I hear you got a project coming up, man.
Oh yes,
Tell us
indeed,
about
yes,
this
indeed.
album that you got jumping.
I got an EP coming out, titled Vortex Goat. It's gonna be coming out November 15th. So yeah, I stand look at that. That's 3 tracks. I'm gonna be releasing on there. Um, Vortex Goat being one of them. I got some promo I got coming out, so I'm gonna give a little flavors, but I want y'all to be ready for that. Get the pre-save ready. Um, I got NFTs in motion, so just show y'all support. I still got NFTs available for my last album, so if y'all wasn't able to cop that, hit the link in my bio on my Instagram or Twitter, my link tree, and you know what I mean. Just cop. I think it's 15 ADA right now, 14 ADA, 14 ADA. So yeah, we do this for every drop. Every drop comes with an NFT. They change, they vary, but they all got their own rarity. 50 years from now, like, it don't even got to be 50 years from now, but just in some time, these will be just like how they uh value a vinyl record. You know what I mean? The appreciation of it. And I'm gonna be somebody who pioneered it. So I'm on the train.
Absolutely, absolutely. For those that don't know the knowledge or don't know what NFTs are, man, can you explain to them exactly what an NFT is?
NFT is a digital data space. I mean, so you can save your music there. Um, as far as for the purpose of my album, if I were to go in NFTs, it'd be a completely different
Right, right,
lane. But for the purpose of the album, it's a data space where you can save the music. The music is yours. It's not like how you save a song on Spotify or how you save a song on Apple Music, and if the streaming service puts it down, it's gone. It's not like that.
right,
And you actually um earn value in the project. So it's if I release a project at 15 ADA, its value will increase and fluctuate by the value of ADA, or how good the album sells and things like that. So you become an investor into what I have. Um, it makes you it actually makes you want to see the growth of an artist or something like that. You can listen to the music, you can watch videos, you can do anything you can do on multiple different platforms through your wallet, right through your phone. And you own it. You become an owner of that file. Like, I can't take that from you, nothing. So that's the NFT. And it's one-offs. It's one of a kind. That's why it's an NFT. You have NFTs and you have FTs. Excuse me. So the NFTs, those are non-fungible. Those are all one of a kind, very limited, very rare. FTs, excuse me, they're gonna be unlimited and pretty much like having a keychain. You know, they're very cheap. They're very unlimited, and it's just I got one.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean it's not. FT is there's a bunch of them. They're unlimited supply. The NFTs are the ones where it's like those are rare. It's like you found you found a Plymouth Barracuda, give me 500. You know what I mean?
Right.
Fully restored, like all that. You know what I mean? You found something crazy. So that's what it's like.
You found an orange full style finder on eBay.
That's what's up, man. Man, definitely appreciate y'all for pulling up, man. We chopping it up with Jayy Gawd, man. Go ahead and hit the like button. Go ahead and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Show some love. Drop those anchor emojis if you're anchored in the Lord, man. At this time, man, we want to give you the opportunity to do the plug and your followers at the bottom of the screen. It's been showing the whole entire interview, your IG and your Twitter. So, man, if you have any other platforms that you would like to share at this time, the floor is yours.
Yeah, we yeah, I mean, just another ATM shout out. So y'all can check that out as well. That's the ATM Radio, simple as that. And we also got Twitter for that and Instagram as well.
That's what's up, man. Any advice for any aspiring artists that might be on the come up or want to get into the music business or want to just reach out to you guys or sign with y'all?
The way you contact us is through our email at bbmunlimited at gmail.com.
Well, BBM Unlimited 963.
That's BBM Unlimited 963 at gmail.com. So if y'all got any questions, y'all want to tune into the 18. We also have, that's the same thing on everything's uniform. So if you're trying to find us anywhere, BBM Unlimited at 963. That's what manages all of our accounts for our business purposes and things like that.
Except on IG.
Except
IG is minus the 963.
Yeah, so that's how you're gonna find us. We accept everybody. We encourage anybody who got any music to pull up on us, earn some money on the music.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's up on the ATM Instagram as well,
or Twitter, Instagram and Twitter. Yeah, y'all can hit us up in the DMs on those. We'll respond. And the email though is definitely the best. It's you know what I mean. So we know it's you a real person. We get a lot of DMs all the time, so we don't know.
Yeah, we don't do business through DMs.
Yeah, we don't really do business too much on DMs, but
right
for purpose of, you know what I mean, to get y'all tuned in, pull on through, man.
Pull up, man. Any final words?
Man, just like I said, that EP coming out November 15th. God's Gift is out already, so y'all be on the lookout for Vortex Goat. I got more heat coming, and I appreciate you for having me, man.
Absolutely.
Long overdue, but it was definitely worth the wait.
Absolutely, man. Much love and appreciation to the both of you and all you do at ATM. Salute to the Koray Drumz for being the big bro that he is, man. Salute, man. Man, that's our time, man. I definitely appreciate y'all for pulling up. This definitely won't be the last, man. Appreciate each and every one of y'all for tuning in. I am Pastor JT. This is Jayy Gawd and Koray Drumz.
Yes, sir.
And we on the Preacher's Corner, man. We out of here.
Listening to the Preacher's Corner, brought to you by In-House Productions with your host, Pastor JT and Lady Fanita. You can listen to this podcast on Apple, Google, and Spotify.
This is our in-house production. This is our in-house production.